off the field, 2016 was very memorable as well when it comes to sports. You mentioned LeBron being the sports person of the year. And Chris, a lot of that had to do with, yes, him leading the Cavs to a championship, but also him finding his voice. It seemed like 2016 was a seminal year for athletes speaking out.
Do you want to know a sportsman candidate that I was frequently asked about after we had chosen LeBron? Frequently. Colin Kaepernick. Mm-hmm. And I think that should tell you something about what 2016 was, because Colin Kaepernick right now is the quarterback for a one-win football team. And yet the people in a year in which we had our deepest roster of sports persons that we can remember, people are saying, should Colin Kaepernick have been the sports person of the year? And that is for just kind of building and generating and shaping a debate that really defined the better half of the second half of 2016.
How is this historic, Steve?
Well, I think it's athletes embracing a role that we haven't seen athletes embrace certainly since the late 1960s, I think. And there were many years, you go back to the famous Michael Jordan quote, not to single him out, but Republicans buy shoes too, and he wasn't going to make any statements that might offend someone for very corporate reasons. He didn't want to damage his brand. I think there are a lot of athletes, starting with Colin Kaepernick. LeBron James did it, in smaller ways. Doug Baldwin has been very active in the Seattle community. There are a lot of guys who are deciding, hey, there's something more important than just my personal brand or my team's brand. And there are other ways that they can even enhance their brand by taking a stand and speaking out and try to have an impact off the field as well.
Where does this go in 2017, Chris? Do we see more athletes joining the ranks of a LeBron James or Colin Kaepernick? Or do we see, like oftentimes, then sort of a reversion, or people go back, sort of revert to the mean, so to speak, and maybe shy away from this?
Oh, I don't think we're going back. I mean, do we really think that 2017 is going to be less divisive than 2016?
We can hope.
I think it's shaping up as a very divisive 2017, in which there'll be a lot of voices that will be summoned. A lot of voices that we'll hear in the new year that are going to have, this is just the beginning of the conversation. It's not like we resolved anything. You said it yourself. 2016 is the year that athletes found their voice. So what you're saying is the process is really just beginning, and that conversation is really just beginning.
And it's a safer space now for them to do it. Enough of them have come out and sort of got active in these kinds of roles that you're not quite sticking out. And if you're someone like LeBron James and you want to wear a safety pin on the cover of your sports person of the year issue, there's going to be less of that backlash even in your own locker room than maybe there used to be. I think we're going to definitely see more of this.